Blame it on the rain is what I thought of. I was like, why do I have like butterflies in my stomach? I hate that feeling. I hate that feeling when I hate that feeling. I'm like, well, is it all the ionization, plasmic whirlwind grounding, my ethereal sensitivity systems? It's like, yes, but no. I pulled, hi, my name's Elliot, and I want to get to know you. I should love to get to know you. And I do that by you getting to know me. And although that may seem one-sided, we both know, you know, I'm a hands talker. I'm a whole body talker. Okay, good. Like I was saying, we both know that as you get to know me, what you're really getting to know is how you're like me and how you're like wholly, totally different, but somehow at the same time that makes us more similar, or at least brings us closer together. That's if we want to like mundanely. You know what? I don't even mean mundane because I'm not talking about magic. I'm just talking about um, the inadequacies of uh, like circumspect commercial academia, because the science is engaging that even though you and I are on opposite sides of the screen, and we may even be perceiving that we are here at different times. Like you may be watching me live. I love you. Thank you for joining me. Or you're watching like a recording, so you think that you're not watching me live, but you're watching me right now. I'm live. Whenever that is now. And that's a two-way street of energetic, resonant information exchange. And we are packets of information, souls. And I mostly just wanted to come on and say hi, because I've been up to my usual bag of tricks. Modern day shamanic mystic, yeah. Just doing my thing on the nithers. My nither. the nether regions. Yeah, well, my funny way of broaching in everyday conversation, super ordinary, extra natural reality spelunking. Like shamanic work. I'll cut it short there because it's like in conversation. This is a tangent moment where we would go off. But we'll save it because I want to talk about confrontation. When I was growing up, because that ended. Now I'm going down. That wasn't even like in my mind. I was just saying that that means the same as growing up because up and down is just perspective. Above, so below. Oh, we're so esoteric. I just wanted to come on because you make me laugh. And as much as I am pulling the threads of my soul familiar, like heart pulsing, Brooklyn waves of soul energy life stream through space and time so that we can just love more. I want to say, like, be closer, hang out in person. But if that were the case, I would just be using other expletives to still say closer, still love more. Because, like, duh, that's the game. Or at least that's my game. And you're seriously playing too. I love you a lot. Duh. Unless you don't think I do. In which case, that's it. Because what I still said is true, but it doesn't matter if you don't think so. I'm such. It's the rain. And the fact that, like, the nodes are transitioning. It's like the nodes. What day is it today? Every day is monumental. And I am actually finally grounding and returning to this plane of existence mostly, at least for like my work and how it like radiates into expression so that this channel and my unit as a person offering services, my services, and assistance. I just to yeah, I'm doing some things so that I'm can be a little bit more regular. Uh, and you're gonna get me like this today because I'm not there yet. I'm here. And that's gonna be a little bit everywhere. Like I want to say, the nodes are changing. Uh, it's a 0 degrees Cancer. I have Mars at 0 degrees Cancer, uh, and I relate really a lot to all the planets, but Mars especially. I don't know Mars especially in this conversation. Uh, at the end of my seventh house, across from Neptune at 2 degrees of Capricorn. And Neptune is like just, it's like out of orb of my moon in Pisces, but it's been there for like a million years, and moon is Cancer's governed by the moon. Uh, Astrology is incredibly useful for connecting to yourself and to the broader spectrum of existential reality, even if it's just as a step, like a contextual layer for you to make sense and like pivot personality options, questions. It's like, oh, Mars, 0 degrees Cancer. What the fuck does that mean? Am I this way? It's like, no, I'm not that fucking way. Fuck astrology. Good, cool. You made a choice. You like self-discovered. You self-examined. You're like, I don't know, am I? And then you're like, no, I'm not. And then. So it's entering Gemini, and I'm Gemini Sun, like Gemini, Mercury, Mars is 0 degrees Cancer, but that's just another 30 degrees Gemini. You know, I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I'm Sagittarius ascendant with Uranus uh, in my first house, which is opposite Gemini. So like the South Node is moving into Sagittarius, which is also like the galactic center of the Milky Way galaxy. Is when I was born, it was around 24, 23 degrees of Sagittarius, and now it's shifted to about 27, 28. So the South Node, which is like our, if you want to, like, up is down is up. Well, pick a direction. The South Node is like going from the south to the north, which is really just a magnet. If you think of um, a torus of energetic collection, it's like the South Node is where we were coming from. We're shooting through towards the north. North is like polar, positive. South, negative. Uh, See, it's like, whoa, I thought we were talking about astrology. Now we're talking about electrodynamics. It's like, yeah, you can create maps of meaning out of everything and then use that to explore whatever the fuck all this is. And the more maps you can make, the more love you can find, because X marks the spot. And if you don't find an X, you just find another map. Works for me. What was I saying? Fat King Confrontation. I guess that's a good like little segue. Did I mention I'm mostly here just to say hi and I love you? It's like I've got like all these, like I've had like different like phone calls, like couch calls, like popcorn over TV, random thoughts that I would normally love to share with you. And I'm learning to, sixth house, North Node, mine, Taurus. It's really discipline in like a regimented, scheduled way in my everyday life, uh, because uh, I'm so disciplined. My South Node uh, in the 12th house, in my like deeply, like infinitely individual secret, private, whatever those words hint at. And then with the Pisces moon, like I just look out in the world, I'm like, what the fuck is the point of any kind of routine? Fuck all that, like, and I've just tried so many times, and I hate doing the same thing more than once, which is why I'm, like, in my own estimation, the best at seeing everything new every time as best I can. Anyways, so like, this is me beating around the bush talking about confrontation. You know what? What'll help? This is what got started beyond my own like intuitive um like like ticklings in my like everyday life. I was putting away my medicine cards, which are just a deck of cards that I made into medicine cards. I'll show you. Have I showed you before? MoneyGram. Medicine cards. Medicine cards 2. I just make myself laugh. I'm like, I do everything just to make myself laugh. And what I did was I splayed them all out, and then what did I do? I just went through my book, because I had the cards once upon a time, but in like one of my like, what is all this stuff? I don't need this stuff. I'm never like, just like that me is over. Moving this way, moving that way. It's, you know, throwing away the school report card type things. I got rid of my cards. Anyway, so I made my own, and that was yesterday. Alligator. That's for somebody. I'll read that for us. What's interesting is because why I love it is it gives, like, let's look at the alligator. Alligator, which is 50 in the book, which is a 5 and a 0, or 2 kind of backwards-ish. It gives the alligator gives a number, it gives a 9 of spades, which was it came to me, right? Like I got to 50. It's like, what's left? The 9 of spades is like this. You want to be the alligator, and the 9 of spades is integration. Like the cards are just like being confrontational with me, motherfucker. So I was putting them away, and like I didn't even want to look at them. I say with my tarot cards, I just put my tarot cards away. Like a few stuck out. I was like, "Fuck you." Just get in there. And so I do that only like a little bit, because I've learned that spirit is exactly like me, right? Like spirit's just like you, which means it's a mischievous motherfucker who loves to fuck with me if it's like harmless ish. If I can't see, well, anyways, it's been a lifetime of learning to see the love in everything. Because those big like smacks in the face aren't actually spirit being like, "You're not listening, smack harder." It's like I was trying to avoid this. Sorry, and I'm like, I know. Roll one. So I'm going to avoid reading Confrontation right now. That's what's actually happening. I'm going to read 9 of Spades, Alligator, Integration, because that's for all of us. And the joke's on me, because Wild 4, Confrontation, is 48. It's like, just like fuck you. Fuck you, man. It's just so typical. But I've learned really early in my life, and it's never failed me, and it's never lessened like love. Like I've never loved anything less once I realized I loved it. Like impassioned, like in it, realizing what love is. It all gets complex, but especially now. Anyways, confrontation. I mean, integration. Oh, we're gonna talk about it because I'm mostly here just to say hi. I miss you, and I was gonna write about it, but I couldn't get myself to. I didn't even get myself to. I didn't want to. And I just needed help. I just wanted a friend to talk to about it because I knew that would be the best way. 50. Alligator. Integration. Alligator. Oh, I might be blocking my mic. Alligator, let me drop my judgments, accepting life with grace so that forlorn care and worry will vanish from my face. Let me integrate each moment, digesting life with ease, counting all my experiences as equal opportunities. Isn't that just like, doesn't that just scream, I love you? It's like, yeah. Let all your fears vanish from your face right before I eat you. The powerful gift of alligator medicine is to fully appreciate and integrate all that life offers. Gator shows Gator. That's awesome. Gator. Gator shows us. Gator shows us the value of thoroughly digesting both the pleasures and pains of life. You find this amusing as I am? It's a little bit like, I don't know, but I have a very vivid imagination. And I'm constantly reflecting my own avoidance. In many ways, alligator's medicine is reflected in its behavior. When Gator rolls under the water with its prey, its message is to roll with the punches when being attacked by life circumstances. Carefully storing its prey under a log until the meat is tender teaches us about patience and proper timing. So I'm saying patience. Proper timing. Hard lesson. But that's like time stream, conflux, mission, save Earth type confusion. I digress. Hi, my name is Elliot. Choosing to laugh when tangled in your own seriousness can immediately diffuse the stranglehold of anger and judgments, self importance, and inflexibility. That's why I came on. Because if I was going to write about it, I was going to be very serious. And if I just like went for a walk, it's going to be very serious. If I just did all the other stuff that I'm doing, moving life along, I'm very serious. Because that's the thing about me. Is that alone I'm very serious. South Node, 12th house. When you look to your South Node, you'll find your greatest strengths and your greatest crutches. It's like when you get really, really good at something that you've forgotten how to be challenged by it. And the North Node offers you that like polar opportunity. Not opposite, It's like holding someone you love. You don't do it all loosey goosey. You do it like you never let go. Not because you can, but because that's the direction that you're moving in. Anyways, it's Scorpio, right? Sagittarius, Scorpio. And it's like like Sagittarius ascendant, Gemini sun, Pisces moon. So Virgo is in my midheaven. That's my 10th house. Those are all mutable signs. It's like, yo, like, am I obvious enough? Where Capricorn? It's like structure, skeletal system. It's like systems. I love systems, but where's my system maker? Jupiter, Aquarius, Uranus, like Sagittarius. I'm like, I'm all about the systems, but I'm like next level systems. Neptune, Capricorn. It's like the fucking watery, dreamy, like magic. It's a that's what I got backing up my Capricorn. Sweet. So where's Saturn at? Oh, in Scorpio, which is like neither here nor there, but in my 12th house, which is where I'm steel. Anyways, I you make me laugh. I love you. That's all that to say that. And that wasn't actually like I am self-recognizing, not a tangent of distraction from the confrontation, but it's my always going to be a long way, longer ever still. Uh, Roundabout to get to I love you. Thank you. And that's why I'm here. Once your rigidity is removed, you are free to again integrate the present set of circumstances, finding what you may have formerly overlooked. Then you can learn Gator. Hi, I'm Gator. One day when we're hanging out, just for the whole day, I want you to call me Gator. It's like that's gonna be my name that day. It's like Elliot. It's like Elliot, Gator. What up? Yo, what up? Get in the house. Oh yeah, yeah. Gator. Sup, Gator. Just not that funny. It's like it's so funny. It's so funny. Gator. Yo. Gator. I love sounds. I love the way everything rolls off my tongue. I love the way tongues roll off my tongue. What up? Gator. And there's just something so like fucking G Money, like, I don't know, suburban surf punk about Gator. Gator. Gator might have surfaced in the river of your life to tell you to digest the. That's all. That's all I have to do is talk like Gator. Oh man, Gator's like it's like Gator don't talk much. You know, he's like that guy in the crew. It's like we got so Gator, to digest the decision, blah blah blah. You could also be dealing with someone who is too serious or rigid, myself. Because you know what? I thrive in my position of like master of mutability. Mutability is my standard. The floor, like this earthquake, like the Earth's moving, like that's not new. Earth's always moving under my feet. That's just a Tuesday. So make no mistake, I long for the schedule. And that's part of my pain of like, I don't know, moving back towards it. And I guess it's a bit of all the pains, blessed life, especially now, having accomplished so much. And if you look out in the world and it seems like, I don't know, nothing's changing or it's all getting worse, it's couldn't be the furthest from the deepest and most central harmonic layers of reality. Everything's changed because of us, because of who we are, because of the love we've insisted on being, not even becoming. It's like that was yesterday, and we're still gonna love. We're still gonna be lovers. Fuck you, or I'll die. But I'm not just gonna die. Fuck you, even though I want to every day. Not anymore. Really, not anymore. But that's anyways. I guess it's worth saying because I'm on like TV. There's a difference between wanting to die every day and not wanting to live. And we live in a world with no maps and without contextual maps of distinguishing between wanting to and not wanting to live and wanting to die. They're not the same. Everybody wants to, oh, like, oh, people are dying. People are, who fucking cares? People are dying. People weren't living. Why aren't you upset about that? It's like, oh, so and so died. Oh, you're getting sick now. Oh, this and that. It's like, who the fuck cares? If you're ignoring the fact that you're dead already by not living. That's just life. That's just fuck all. That's I can't even say that that's just your life because it's not even just your life. Anyways, think about the sixth house. The thing about most things is that a lot has been forgotten, but everything sought for is certain to be found because you imagined it, so it must exist. And elsewhere is just another here eventually. If you look at like progression of like first house, house of the self, it's like the outward expression. Now, when you go through the whole zodiac and come back to that first house, it's not the same. It becomes like its own 13th house because it's the outer expression, but it's also the like enlivened outward projection of your soul through life. And then the second house is, so it's like, oh, here I am, world, me. Second house is possessions. It's like, well, what do I have? I have a me. Third house is connections. It's like, I have a me and there's a you. Fourth house is family. It's like, there's a you. Where'd I come from? Oh, that's makes sense. Fifth house is play, kids, love, making it. Right? Because after it's like family, it's like, well, okay, well, what's that's the first like that's part of what's been forgotten about life. It's like the natural progression is it's like that's when we realize fun. It's like that soon. In fact, but that's what I remember about being a kid. Part of it, anyways. It could be that easy. And then this is where I go with because the sixth house used to be called the malefic house. It was just like it was just the cursed house. Like turn of the 20th century, astrology is just like, and the sixth house, that's where you go to die, but not like reborn, like eighth house, all cool and shit, other people's money. Like you just anything there, you're fucked. But they had a pretty dismal outlook on most things turned of the 20th century because that was their like propagandic projection slash minimal understanding slash cosmic manipulation. But marriage like we mean it, not marriage like it's been. The first house and the 13th house is outward expression and like soulful, like enveloped expression. And marriage and partnerships in the seventh house is like the other we've chosen, like self identifying with, not identifying as self, but identifying with self. It's a fuck ton of responsibility that happens. I don't know. I'm biased. My sun is in there. My Mercury is in there. My Chiron's in there. And wherever you find your Chiron is where you'll find uh, you've been beat the fuck up, but you've also know how to roll with the punches. It's the house of if open enemies. Open enemies are a blessed thing, right? All is fair in love and war because conflict is blessed, right? Uh, Violence is just perturbation. And then there's varying degrees of reasonability and needless abuse, right? 12th house is hidden enemies. So we go from family to like play and like children and romance. Seventh house is like firm partnerships, not groups, but individuals as individuals. So where's the sixth house in between that? It's traditionally seen as like, I don't know, solo. It's like your daily routines, your daily habits, pets. It's like, yeah, that's like the low self image we've had as like an astrological humanity. Where I see it is friends, because I I'm an Aries fifth house, uh, with Venus in there. I'm Aries Taurus fifth house with Venus and Taurus in our homestead. I love play. I'm the easiest play thing. True story. I remember playing as kids. It's the easiest thing for me. Friends, never so much. I always had like one friend partnerships. So that was what I couldn't. It's hard. I never. I couldn't open up. I couldn't relate. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But it's like one of my. It's like my life opportunity in my as an aspect of my North Node placement in Taurus. 17 degrees Taurus. It's like 17 and a half. What up? Uh, with Venus in there, it's like, what's Taurus? Taurus is the fixed side. Taurus is like, I'm also like 85. Like I'm an ox. I'm a wood ox in the Chinese astrology. So I was like Taurus, bull, ox, like steadfast, chill, not lazy, but like, yo, I move like hard fast when I move hard fast. And I just like, just chilling, just chilling on my cud, yo. Gator, gator. What up? Taurus teaches us about the least that is the most. So this is the least that we need for our beauty, and that's the most. Doesn't have to be more than the most, but this is the bar. And this world isn't set up for that kind of friendship. Which is why I'm born into it, and why it's like hard, and why like we're also blessed to be self-chosen, to be ourselves and more of it, which is just an excuse to say I love you in the universe more. And confrontation is the antithesis of the 12th house. I'm 0 degrees Sagittarius is my ascendant. So like that's 30 degrees of Scorpio. And my in Saturn's 23 degrees. And with my in my south nodes would be at 17 degrees of Scorpio. And I didn't have much. I had like a huge family that was not a family. I had a lot of friends that weren't friends. Not bad people, not judgment, and not other. Like I'm speaking of my comfort and ability to be vulnerable. Because life from the direction of the South Node will, with all its fantastic gifts, be sure to slap you with the reason you're moving from the South Node to the North Node. It's like, this is why we're getting the fuck out of here. And for me, that came in the form of a lot of rejection. In like my earliest ages. And I'm like a really sensitive boy. That was covering up. And like emotionally detaching like crazy while the world basically yelled back at him, or fought with him about how emotionally charged he was. But really, I was locked up tight. But never too tight. Never all the way. I'll give myself this go at my like nodal progression effort. Always willing to be more disappointed if it means not giving up. On what I imagine and what I see in me. But when you lock yourself up in ways that you don't even know, good friends, which I've had some really good friends along the way, right? Like I'm not saying I've had good friends, but they've all kind of like veered in like the house of the seven. It's like, you knew. I love you. You love me. It's the best. To help you see things. And there's just some pit in my stomach that is afraid. Growing up, it was cool to be non-confrontational. I'm non-confrontational. So, what's his deal? Who? Gator? Yeah. Oh, Gator's pretty non-confrontational. Yo, yo, you want to confront me? You want to confront me, Gator? No, yo, Gator's non-confrontational. I started my mind being like, it's not gonna be that funny, but in the end, I was like, that's the best. Oh, it's you said it already. I'm only now hearing you. It's Will Ferrell in some fucking movie where he's Gator and he's just fucking he's the pimp. Gator the pimp. Oh, Gator, 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 Gator. Shifting around a little bit. Hope you don't mind. We're just hanging out. I love you for listening. Thank you. Gator thanks you. Gator says thanks. It's like only a little less funny, but it's also a little bit more funny now that I remember as Will Ferrell. It's funny how things change. It's not just groups of friends. It's like like, how are you a friend? What kind of friend are you? Because you can't say, I'm this kind of friend any more than you can say, I'm this kind of person. But you can just look to yourself for the rapport of, I'm this kind of person. But by virtue of its like definition, friends, what kind of friend you are, that needs to be defined by other. I wouldn't say that I'm not a good friend. I've never known how. Because partnerships, marriage, and open enemies, right? Like, it's like in your face, love, passion, or war. Super comfortable with that. Secret wars, super comfortable with that. But friends, I imagine they provide like a loving spectrum of confrontation. Friends are there for you when you fuck up, and they're still there when you've forgotten that you fucked up. Right, like the crisis is over. They're still there when there's no crisis. They're there to express a little bit of care and a lot of care, depending on them and you. You can't just be a kind of friend. A friend is who you are in the world, in your daily activities. Success of personal fitness, health, and wellness. It's like, well, how do you take care of being yourself in it? In it? In what? Say world. Say world. In it. In what? Say world. Say world. Say world. Friends are who you bump into. And then when you don't bump into them, you seek out to bump into. Because somehow they're part of your everyday. They're part of your schedule. And now that I'm talking to you about it, that's all my, when I've had like friends, it's been work. It's probably why, like, just being a yoga teacher is like interesting in managing your roles, being like a pillar, a spiritual guide, a comedian, an expert, a goof, a friend. But also not a friend. See, that's where I'm coming from. But not where I'm going. What is it about confrontation? Like I've mastered my own self like expression so that like I don't even need to conjure up a specific like confrontation. It's just like the notion. I'm like, oh, that could be anything. It's everything. Oh, feelings of like I guess worthiness, which I'm pretty sure I've like snuffed out. So it's not as simple as that. Or like my recent self-loving mountain that I've given myself is I'm allowed to be the best. I'm allowed to be the best at things. I've my whole life I've made excuses for I'm not that good because not competitional. I play one of my like one of like the game that I play. It's got like conversational like inputs, so you can use like quick commands to talk or whatever. And anyways, one of the commands is like it's like you rock, awesome, like I'm on it, like thanks, hi, good luck, and I'm the greatest. Now I don't necessarily say I'm the greatest. It's like each champion will say their own like way of saying it, but anybody ever says I'm the greatest, like nobody ever says I'm the greatest. And when you say I'm the greatest, it's like, yo, who the fuck are you? Like you're great, but you just no one says I'm the greatest. But like, oh my god, what is it about us? Because it's not just me. Encouragement is what you give people that are not the best, are not really even that good, but they're trying. Like that was great. You're awesome. It's also what you give people that are the best. It's like, well, they're the best. Like that, you're fucking the best. That was awesome. You're the fucking best. I was never that person. I was always someone that uh, I'm so not shy in telling everyone how awesome they are because I've only in my life learned that everyone can hear that truth more and it doesn't get said enough. It's like, how do you not know you're fucking beautiful? How how do you not know that? Not like anybody. It's like I'm. It's like not a fault. It's not even a personal thing. It's a mystery. One of the first things that I was really good at, the best to me, almost like only, was dancing. I like no choreographed shit. I can never do that. Or rather, I'm remembering. I am not that good at remembering. But bust a move, I learned from a young age. From like 13, 14, I was like, wow, I love this. But maybe it's because in past life I couldn't move my legs. Which is why I still to this day have a vivid memory of being a 3-year-old boy standing at the end of the hallway at my apartment building or my aunt's apartment building, looking down the hallways at all the adults. Because I ran down the end of the hallway. I'm already there. I'm like waiting for them, and I had this like vivid thought. I'm like, why, why aren't they running? like, like, why wouldn't you run if you could run? Why aren't you running? Like, run. It's funner. And you know what? I still run down the hallway. But whenever I was the best at anything, it's like people don't. It's not just me. It's like you know this. It's like, I don't know. I don't know if you know this too. I don't know. It's like, and it's something that I do. It's my like own self like projection of like apologizing for myself or something. That doesn't allow others to recognize because I could never be the best at something. When I found yoga, that was one of the things that really opened me up to myself. Because yoga is just dancing, baby, and speaking and having a good time. It's like, those are all my strengths. And science and philosophy. It's like you call it yoga. I just call it, you'll pay me to do this? At least I got this. Which is exactly why I couldn't do it any longer. It's like I'm still just being me, but it's not being yoga anymore, is it? No. But that's another story. Because I was being confrontational. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up. But in order to do that, I'm going to take a moment to breathe and ground myself and center my thoughts. So join me. Remember your hands. Imagine the insides of your fingertips touching you. Touching you where? The insides of your breath. Not touching you. Because that breath is that which touches. It's that which touches touch. Breath touched. Life is a film reel. Flicker, 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 frame by frame. Imagine you could pause. On the line between the frames. And all the movement, all the sounds, all the lights isn't movement. It's still. It's in between a frame. Your tail, down the length of your spine, through your feet. Imagine that it can touch the bottom of everything. And your crown, through your eyes, looks down from on top of everything. Crown to tail, tail to crown. Most far apart, but only by dimension, because by going all the way, the most. They touch. The most top, the most bottom. The breath. There's no one here but us. Still. between the frames. Let all that's not flow past the edges, not over, not under, but behind. Past. And everything you love. Top to bottom. Bottom to top. Wrapped around. There's no more space. For already full of love. Breath. It's just a different kind of heartbeat. Slow. We'll take 3 more. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Super slow. Breaths. The air is pushing against you, all around you. That's air pressure. So, this last breath, when you let go, don't do it on the exhale. Let go. Just open. And let the air in. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it takes care of itself. Thank you. I needed that. Why am I so wildly frightened of what I mean by confrontation? I don't know. Win by an inch, win by a mile. Winning is winning. So I feel like I'm closer to understanding, but I'm not there. So I'm not closer, really. I don't fucking know. But it's one more than one way to bleed a goat. Bleat, not bleed. Bleat. Like Goat noise. I don't know what a goat. I don't know. Goat. Bleed. Duh. What I have learned is I don't know why I'm so frightened, but friends give me courage. Friends, friends make me feel like I don't need to be courageous, and that that feels so good. Like I could cry. But sitting here, talking to you, for real, me and you are together, but me and a screen, and still, it's like a friend. Too far, too few. Still, I'm getting it. Makes me like I could cry for another reason. But I'm the best at crying. Those tears. It doesn't mean that there isn't always room to be better. Thanks for letting me talk it out and be my ridiculous self. You're awesome. Thanks for being my friend. I love laughing. I could have done it without you. Hold on, I gotta get the door. But you can watch. You can watch. Not for me. Boo mystery. But that's enough for me for now. In a second, it'll be longer than blah, 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 cheesy, cheesy, cheesy. I love you. I'm so grateful, and I can't wait to be with you. Oh, wait, we are. So that's good. The world is radically miraculous. It just takes creating, and you can do it all by yourself. You kind of have to. But there's more than one way to bleed a goat. Bleed. 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 Ah. It's like, I won't say it's like, thanks for teaching me how to be a friend. It's not quite it. It's like, just thanks for holding space for me to learn what it feels like. Okay, I'm out. Gator, Gator. Gator gone. Gator's gone, yeah. Gator is out. Thanks for laughing with me. You got the best laugh. I will talk to you another time. And you know what? I am actually pretty stoked about, because the thing about like North Node, it's like it's not some like just like your life. It's not a never be. It's like one day I'll be good at that. It's like no, you can be awesome at it eventually, and eventually comes just like uh, love and togetherness and everything that we imagine. It's not an impossibility. One day, just like all that wasn't real, but we imagined, but is real now, it gets that good and it can be the best. Life can be the best. We can be the best. And I'm proud of myself for the progress I've made towards scheduling, because I'm ready to try and put myself out there. Just like all the ways I love helping, the world makes hard to do. But I want to help so much / love that I'm going to try and do the things that I don't like doing if it means loving you and being of service. So stay tuned. Namaste. I love you very much. Have a great everything. Until we do it again and again and again and again. Peace out. A-Town. Thanks for joining me. You're the best. Thank you, 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 thank you. Because you do make me laugh and smile. And it's a rare thing. Because when I'm alone, which is all the time, I'm very serious. Which isn't even a joke. I need friends. Not really. I love alone time, but I could really use your company. Which is why thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. That's all. Because this is everything that I need. Not less. And you couldn't give me more. So thank you for loving me your way and letting me love you mine. Okay, peace. Namaste. Gator out.